Trees, just like people, have unique characters. People who always receive the interest and affection of others grows to have a certain pleasant aura about them. Trees are the same way. Tree enthusiasts even say that no two trees in the world are alike, even trees of the same species. If you grow a tree with interest and affection, you'll be able to see your own work in the face of each tree. If you don't believe me, take a look at the Millennium Pine trees on Jirisan Mountain. After suffering so much, the trees were able to survive 1,000 years on the mountain's rocky cliffs, and they are truly a sight to behold. Our bodies also tell the story of our lives, what we've seen and what we've experienced. We are more like trees than you first realize. This is Kevin's Hot Beat. Our first song on Kevin's Hot Beat for Saturday, April 5th was Bom Bom Bom, Spring 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 by Roy Kim. Hello guys, I'm Kevin from ZEA. Today is Arbor Day, so I decided to begin talking about trees. We're like trees not only in our appearances, but in life as well. We first sprout the early dawn, then firmly root ourselves into the ground and grow lush, green leaves. Then we lose those leaves and become bare once again. Whether that process is beautiful or tragic is up to how we live our lives. I hope that will be beautiful trees like work of art. Let's start that process here on Hot Beat. Here's how to tune in. We've got FM stations in Jeju Island, and these are the areas that you can find out. 88.7 in Jeju, 88.1 in Seogwipo, 101.9 in Daejeong, and we've got terrestrial DMB as well. Love to hear from you guys, so leave us your comments, messages, and song requests here on our Hot Beat message board at www.arirangfm.com/hotbeat. You can write your messages in any languages. Well, today, we're going to go back in time for the segment Once Upon a Time. And on part 2, we're going to talk about the keywords on segment Tell Me Something. Now, so tune in to find out. Let's kick off today's Hot Beat with 2 songs. Cocktail 사랑, Cocktail Love, Love Cocktails by Hyosung, Jiun, and Taeyeon. It's live. And also live from Yusungu, 조조 할인, Early Morning Discount. Let's begin Hot Beat. Welcome aboard the time machine of Once Upon a Time. Starting this week, we'll be turning back time once a week. Bon voyage! On this segment, we take a trip down memory lane like our grandmothers do when they tell us stories of the good old days. Today, we're going back to April 2002. Let's take a look at the major entertainment news of that time. Now, number 1, Boa releases her second album, number 1. Boa is an artist who debuted in 2001 with ID Peace Be and performed in Korea for a while before expanding to Japan in March 2003. Her first Japanese album, Listen to My Heart, put her at the top of the Oricon charts. In 2002, she released her second album, number 1 in Korea. Shinhwa member Jeonjin is injured during filming and falls unconscious. Now, Shinhwa member Jeonjin suffered a major injury while filming the game program Good Friends, 좋은 친구들. While he was doing flips on the show, he hurt his chin and head and lost consciousness and on the spot. He was foaming at the mouth and even stopped breathing. Thankfully, he fully recovered and is now performing well with Shinhwa. Finkel's Seongyuri is cast in a drama. Seongyuri, a member of Finkel, landed her first major acting role in a drama, Bad Girl, as a character Han Yeolme. She had done several cameos, sitcoms before that, but this was her first major step towards becoming an actress. Now, former member J-Kiss members Kim Jae-deok and Jang Soo-won formed group J-Walk. J-Kiss broke up in 2000, and in 2002, former members Kim Jae-deok and Jang Soo-won formed the duo J-Walk. In March 2002, they released the song Suddenly. Suddenly, a pop ballad song with an R&B rhythm and classic accompaniment. 2002 was Dream Concert with 15 A-list groups. In 2002, Dream Concert, an annual concert that began in 1995, the lineup included 15 teams including Kim Jung-min, Lee Gi-chan, Eun Ji-won, Song Si-kyung, G.O.D, Lee-Soo-young, Shinhwa, Boa, and SES. The concert not only included their performances but also events hoping for the success of 2002 Korea-Japan World Cup and the Korean team's entry into top 16. I wonder which groups we'll be seeing in this year's Dream Concert. Maybe us, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe. Now, we'll be going back to April 2002 playlist. Here is Sweet Dream by 장나라 and 영원, Forever by Finkel. Sweet Dream by 장나라 and 영원, Forever by Finkel. Now we're continuing with Once Upon a Time. What were the biggest headlines of April 2002? Well, April 2002 was dominated by female singers, Boa and Coyote. Coyote, led by female singer Shinji, completely ruled music programs, and Baby Box. Tell me tonight, tell me, baby. What's that song? That's, get up, get up. Wow, that was like long ago. Anyways, joined their ranks with their new song, Coincidence, in TV. 장나라's drama, The Successful Story of a Bright Girl, 명랑소녀 성공기, was riding high in the rankings and in the movies. 유승호's movie, Way Back Home, 집으로, was at the top of the box office. This was also a month when the three major networks in Korea announced that they would be broadcasting the Miss Korea pageant. Now, because they believed that the competition encouraged the objectification of women and violated the public nature of broadcasting. For the first time in 30 years, the Miss Korea pageant was not broadcast in network TV. But the biggest news of all was 2002 Korea-Japan World Cup, of course. TV specials and movies about the World Cup were all over screens in Korea, and there were many offline events related to soccer. Now, there was also a survey on netizens all over the world asking them to predict how well Korean soccer team would do in a World Cup. According to a survey conducted by official FIFA, yes, website and the Korea Tourism Organization, 3 out of 4 netizens around the world believed that Korea would make it into top 16 or higher. The Korean team made it to top 4, so they were right. Do you ever heard of a DINK, or the double income, no kids life? The term originated in the United States and referred to married couples who chose not to have kids. In April 2002, this was a hot issue, social issue all over the world, because the rise in this kind of lifestyle showed that the new generation was increasingly considering marriage and having children as lifestyle choice rather than the necessity. Ironically, in Korea, there was a baby boom around that time known as the World Cup baby boom. Now, the fashion styles of that time were not very different from the fashions today. In spring, flower prints, flowers, bling bling, and the colors green and orange were vogue, and as well as sneakers and sunglasses. But sunglasses and sneakers, they're very common fashion, don't you think? It's just common items nowadays, maybe not. Well, we'll be back after listening to one more song. Actually, 2 songs. Number 1 by Boa and Champion by Psy. Number 1 by Boa and Champion by Psy. Now, we're traveling back through time with our Saturday segment, Once Upon a Time. Let's take a look at the music chart from April 2002. Now, number 7, Park Kyung-nim, Illusion. This was a singer debut of TV personality Park Kyung-nim. Illusion was composed by Chu Young-hoon, who appeared on a variety program and made everyone laugh by saying that Park Kyung-nim's voice was closer to that of a beast than that of a person. Okay, number 6, Shinhwa's Perfect Man. 그대만을 알겠어 내 숨이 단데도 Cause you are the one 다시 내게. Yeah, this was the title track of Shinhwa's 5th album and also marked the return of member Andy, who had briefly left the group during their 4th album promotions because of the personal reasons. Number 5, Jaywalk Suddenly. This was the title track of the first album from Jaywalk, whose name actually means Jay Walk. They followed up this song with hits like Someday and Sunflower. Number 4, Coyote's Sad Dream. Coyote debuted in K-pop in the year of 1998 with the song Genuine. And this was the title track of their fourth album, and this was the most sold album of all Coyote's album. Genuine and Meeting, Emergency, Disco King, and Bingo are among the group's fun dance songs. And finally, number 3, Boa number 1. This was the title track of Boa's second official album, and it was a song that reflected her desire to be the top singer in the world. This is also the album that sold the most copies of all of Boa's Korean albums. Number 2, Finkel's Forever, Youngwon. This was title track of Finkel's fourth album, which was basically their last album. After this album, the members split up and started to pursue their individual careers. Now, we'll find out top song of April 2002 after a song. 비몽, Sad Dream by Coyote, and Perfect Man by Shinhwa. 비몽, Sad Dream by Coyote, and Perfect Man by Shinhwa. You're listening to Once Upon a Time. What was the top song of April 2002? Well. It was Hwisung's Can't I? 안 되나요? 나를 사랑하면. The sight of Hwisung singing this song on stage with his reggae-style dreads was a fresh shock to K-pop. You probably know by now that at the time, Hwisung was being coached by singer Kami. Before recording this song, Hwisung said that he read the lyrics aloud 100 times, trying to understand the emotion behind the song. This was also the song that brought tears to his eyes as he sang it. Along in the darkened studio. Maybe that's why, but this song is considered to be his most sincere and emotional event, even to this day. Well, the time machine of Once Upon a Time is returning to the present. I hope you enjoy the trip. Join me again next week, guys, to see what topics should we talk about. Alright, here is two songs for you. 안 되나요? Can't We by Hwisung and Suddenly by Jaywalk. Okay, it's time to close up part 1 of Saturday's Hot Beat, but I'll be back with Tell Me Something in the second hour. Here is a last song for part 1, Never Ending Story by Buhal. Ladies and gentlemen, you're about to listen to the Hot Beat. All the sexy girls out there, are you ready to join? Heartbeat. Now, welcome back to the second hour of Hot Beat. That was Yashishi, Sexy Charisma by NSUNG. Let me tell you again how you can tune into Hot Beat. We've got FM stations in Jeju Island. And these are the areas that you can find out. 88.7 in Jeju, 88.1 in Seogwipo, 101.9 in Daejeong, and we've got terrestrial DMB as well. If you got a smartphone, just search for Arirang Radio in your app store. It's a free app. ARIRANGRADIO, Arirang Radio. You can listen to our program on the move and leave your comments through the smartphone, Arirang Radio app. Also, you can listen to Arirang Radio through TuneIn. It's an online radio service site with 40 million users worldwide. You can download TuneIn through Google Play or the App Store. And I love to hear from you guys, so leave us your comments, messages, and song requests here on the Hotbeat message board at www.arirangfm.com/hotbeat. You can write your messages in any languages. I'll be playing more music for you. Love Virus by Scarf and Sunshine by Rainbow. I want to know more about you. How you think, how you feel, everything about you. So, I'd like you to tell me something. On this segment, we get to talk about anything we want with one theme each week. It's Tell Me Something. Well, I think 4 months back to New Year's Day, you were probably thinking about all the things you wanted to achieve this year. Have those dreams faded? Is it time to refresh your motivations? Well, I wanted to find out how my teammates at ZEA felt about this issue. So, on today's Tell Me Something, we'll be talking about the best 3 goals that the ZEA members have for the early half of 2014. Now, we will listen to 2 songs before we talk about the wishes of ZEA this year. Here is You're My Sweetie and Watch Out by ZEA. You're My Sweetie and Watch Out by ZEA. You're listening to Tell Me Something. Today we're talking about the goals that ZEA members want to reach in the early half of 2014. Let's start with me, Kevin. My first goal is to travel. Like everyone else knows, I'm sure this is one of a lot of your lists as well. A lot of other members share this goal with me, like Kwanghi, Hyungsik, Siwan, Hichul, Taeyeon, and Dongjun. They said, more specifically, they like to travel with their family. For me personally, I like to travel South America. Well, I know a lot of you know that we talked about this last segment, Culture Code with Big Shot. My last stop will be Brazil. Why? Because that's where the 2014 World Cup is taking place. Would you like to know where other ZEA members wanted to go? Well, Siwan said that he wants to go visit South America, like me, to watch the World Cup and hit all the best restaurants that I recommended to him. Well, everyone knows I know the best places because of Big Shot. Thanks to Big Shot. Hyungsik says that he wants to go to Europe, in particular in France, so he can eat everything there and look around the museums, because France is famous for museums. Taeyeon's goal was a bit closer to home. He said that he wanted to go to Jeju-do Island, feel the ocean breeze, and just relax. As for Hichul and Dongjun, well, we can ask them when they come next Wednesday to celebrate 1-year anniversary together. My next goal is to be recognized by many people as an artist. I'm trying really hard to grow musically. I'm singing a lot, listening to a lot of music, and write a lot. Taeyeon also said that he wants to write something like rap songs or maybe original songs as well. Now, we will listen to some more songs before we continue. Blurred Lines and Get Lucky by Kevin. Blurred Lines and Get Lucky covered by Kevin. On today's Tell Me Something, we're talking about the things that ZEA members wanted to achieve in the early half of 2014. My last goal for the first half of 2014 is for ZEA to be acknowledged by more fans around the world. I truly do. I really want to get a number 1 too, of course. And Junyoung, Siwan, Taeyeon, Minwoo, and Dongjun also said similar things. Junyoung said that he hopes ZEA would gain more fans worldwide, not just in Korea. That was my best 3 goals for the first half of 2014. Most of the other members seem to be wanted to do some more promotions, I guess. Junyoung took a long break from promotions because he hurt his legs, which is why I think he really wants to get back on the stage, not only through music, but also as an MC or an actor. Hichul also said he wanted to appear more on TV broadcasts so that he could become an A-list celebrity. Hichul also mentioned that he wants to be trying out for the acting this year, particularly in an action movie, kind of like a movie like Iris from the drama. We will ask him more about next week when he come back, when he come to our studio. Another member who wanted to try out acting is Minwoo. Don't you think it'll be great see him in a romantic comedy? Dongjun, who's already said his foot into acting, says he that also wanted to try out for romantic comedy. I think Dongjun will suit. Because I know a lot of you, because of his appearance, he suits more in action, but maybe if you see him in a romantic comedy scene, it'll be interesting. Siwan was the first idol star in a movie that brought in 10 million moviegoers with The Attorney. He was invited to the 8th Asian Film Awards red carpet recently in Macau, and I think he's gained a lot of confidence in his acting. One of his wishes for this year was acting in a good movie. Well, who knows? Maybe he'll be the first idol star to star in 2 10 million viewer movies. You never know. Now, we'll come back after a break. 바보 같은 나, Foolish Me by Gio and Miru from I'm Black, and 잊지 말아요, Don't Forget by 백지영. 바보 같은 나, Foolish Me by Gio and Miru from M Black, and 잊지 마라, Don't Forget by Baek Ji-young. On Tell Me Something, we talk about set themes every week. Today, we're talking about the goals that ZEA members want to reach in early half of 2014. Singer and actor Hyungsik also wanted to do more acting this year. He became a Kyomi celebrity after creating the dead trend in drama, The Hairs. This year, he wanted to try his hand in action, something like The Man from Nowhere, like a nowhere for the suspect, 아저씨 or 용의자 kind of movies. Another goal of Hyungsik is release a solo ballad album. A solo album, I would like to do that as well. 저도요. Or maybe a duet with a female artist. We never know. Like a troublemaker. Troublemaker, Kevin Make. Next, let's look at Kwang Yi's wishes, which are pretty obvious. The first one is emceeing a variety show. I wish him the best of luck, but I also hope he behaves on the air. You know, the 폭탄 발언 좀 자제해주세요. Did you know that recently when M Black Lee-jun was asked who he wanted to be in a unit group with, he chose Kwang Yi. He said it's because he heard that Kwang Yi always wanted to sing in ZEA songs, and he feels the same way about M Black songs. If they create a duo, then they can both sing half and half. I get where they're coming from, but that's just with being a group with lots of members. Kwang Yi said that he also wants to go on a restaurant tour. Last year, singers Homdambi and Kwang Yi went on a variety show where they had the opportunity to seek out the best destinations, and they found a lot of interesting restaurants. Kwang Yi really loved it, and he said that he also wanted to taste everything they have in Europe. And if I had to choose the best wish out of the ZEA members' wishes, I would pick Minu's. Always be healthy and happy. No wish can come true if you're not healthy, and your wish comes true. And when your wish comes true, you'll be happy. Happy ever after. I guess when this wish is one of that encompasses all of the other ones. Because health is an important thing. Health is everything. Now here is some more music for you. 영화 속 대사처럼, like the movies by Pascal, and 너에게 주고 싶은 세 가지, three things I want to give you by Crucial Star, featured by 소진. 영화 속 대사처럼. 영화 속 대사처럼, like the movies by Pascal, and 너에게 주고 싶은 세 가지, three things I want to give you by Crucial Star, featured by 소진. It's time to wrap up Tell Me Something, where we talk about the wishes of ZEA members for the early half of 2014. What are your goals for the first half of this year? Whatever they are, I really hope that you'll reach them. Let me tell you about next week's topic. It is blind date, 소개팅. Spring is the season for love, and a lot of people go out looking for love on blind dates when flowers starts to bloom. Tell us all about your experiences related to the blind dates, your best or worst blind date, the worst kind of person to meet on a blind date, your tips for having a great blind date, whatever it is, we want to hear it. If you can't think of anything to tell us, you can send us a list of song recommendations instead. The top 3 songs you want to listen to with someone you like on a blind date. The top 3 songs you want to play for a terrible blind date, etc., etc. Leave us your message on the message board with the title Tell Me Something or Blind Date. So that's how we know. And that's all for tonight's Tell Me Something. Next week, we'll be back with your messages and blind dates. Our last song for this segment is 자꾸자꾸, Again and Again by Yojo. It's time to say goodbye to Hotbeat for Saturday, April 5th. Tomorrow, we will have Listener's Choice and Sin Stiller are coming up. Tune in to find out what we're going to talk about. Here's our last song, Goodbye by Dasoni. See you guys. 안녕. 안녕. 안녕.